So today I want to give you 5 things that you can do in Dublin that don't involve you getting all liquored up.
Intro.
So if you find yourself going to Ireland, the chances are you're probably flying into Dublin and you want to spend a couple days there, but you're just not sure what to do. And everyone you've talked to has said, why don't you go down to Temple Bar? But you're not into the liquor scene, so you're like, what else do I do? And I'm here to tell you that you should go to Temple Bar. It is pretty awesome, honestly. I know if it's not your scene, if you don't like being around a bunch of people and drunkards and stuff like that, then I would avoid it or go in the morning. It's still a really cool area with the cobblestone streets, the old architecture, and there's some cool cafes that you can see in the morning down there as well. We did go at night and I still liked it. I don't drink, but I still love being around there and seeing everyone partying. And then when things get a little bit out of hand, then it's time to go somewhere else. And those somewhere else's are where I'm going to tell you to go right now. So one of the things that you should do is Trinity University and Book of Kells. Trinity University is this old university. I think it was built around the 1500s, like 1592-ish or something like that. It is really cool just to wander around there and see the old architecture and all the beautiful architecture that is there. And then after that, you can book a tour at the Book of Kells, and it's a cool little tour in through there, and then you get to see all these like really old books. You obviously don't get to touch them because the oils on our hands would destroy them. Some of the books were actually taken away because they were going to get professionally cleaned. You just kind of go look at old books that you don't get to really touch, but it's still somehow really cool because it's history. It's a lot of history there. So check it out. I'm probably not selling it that well, but it is really cool, so go check it out. Second place you can go to is Phoenix Park. This is one of Europe's largest urban parks. It is absolutely cool. You can just walk around there if you want, but it is massive, so it'll take you a long time to walk around there. Or you can do what we did and rent bikes and bike around, and you can see way more and you can relax a bit more. You can go to the Dublin Zoo, or you can even go off trail and go into some other part like we did and still have a blast. You can see a bunch of wild deer just running around. It's a huge urban park that you can go check out and just hang out in for the day. It's nice and relaxing, and it's a good way to get out of the city for a little bit. So number 3 is something that I wish I did and we didn't do this, and that is visit the National Museum of Ireland. There's a bunch of different branches around Ireland, and some of them you can go in and you can check your ancestry. Some of them just have just all the history of Ireland and like when the famine happened and where a bunch of these families had taken off to. It is absolutely incredible looking and sounding. I really wish that I did it. Honestly, that's probably one of my biggest regrets of going to Ireland is not checking that out. So I highly suggest going to one of the branches at least of the National Museum of Ireland. From everything that I've heard from other people, it is incredible. So don't make the mistake that I did and go to that museum. So the fourth thing you can do is leave Dublin and go to Hout. Hout is just a small little fishing village just north of Dublin. We took a train to go there, and it is quite a quaint little village. It's absolutely beautiful. You can walk out on this peninsula around, there's like a hiking trail that goes around on these cliff sides that you get to look over into Liverpool, and I guess you can see some beetles or something like that. It was a really cool experience just to walk around the quaint little village, look at all the beautiful views. And then when we got back into Dublin, we did the fifth thing, which is go out for music and dancing. The first place that we went to is called The Church, and it's an old church that was converted into a pub, and there was live music and live traditional dancing. The fella in this video here is actually from Lord of the Dance with Michael Flatley, which I thought was kind of neat. We didn't have to drink, no one cared. We just had some sodas, and we had, yeah, that was about it. Yeah, we had some sodas. They didn't care. As long as you're buying something, it doesn't have to be booze. The second place that we went to, and to me this was really cool, was the Celt Pub. Now I know pub, you're thinking that you should get liquored up and everything there, but once again, they don't actually care if you're not drinking there. They just care that you're experiencing their culture, and that was just to watch the live traditional music there. and it was really amazing to see this live two-piece band just playing kind of traditional music. Had a lot of fun. It was great times. If you go to Dublin, I hope these 5 things help you. I hope you really enjoy your time there, and yeah, stick around for more adventures and things and tips and tricks on traveling and all that jazz. And well, I'll see you later. Ta 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 ta.